So I just want to talk real quickly about being a straight hair natural. So here's kind of where I am in my journey. And I feel really good about this despite living in a country that has a lot of humidity. I've found that I can still maintain my hair this way without the chemical processes I had been using before. And I kind of want to say that I actually, like, let me be perfectly clear. I prefer the chemical processes. I prefer them greatly. However, I have noticed the last time I, like the last two times I relaxed my hair, I felt what I can only describe as a negative nervous system response. I just felt like, and I'm a person who has suffered from anaphylaxis and really bad allergies in my life. So I kind of know that 911 full body alarm feeling, and usually that's followed by my throat closing or my mouth getting itchy and I have to take some Benadryl. Well, none of those things happened while I was relaxing my hair, but I felt the same response. And then the second time I tried relaxing my hair again, like a year or 6 months later, I felt it again. And so to me, that was enough for me to know that the next time might be a serious problem. And after that, I was having some, this past little while, I've been having some really kind of strange and disturbing physical ailments that I can't help but wonder might be related to that, like pressure in my head, what feels like swelling in my head, and I started getting like some bald little patches and stuff. My hairline had started receding. I think that was because I was using tretinoin on my forehead. So once I stopped, that kind of went away. And then I started using castor oil on my edges. That response to those relaxers was extremely concerning for me. And I was using, like the natural kind, the like Keracare. Yeah, the Keracare, the natural, softer type. And then I started trying using the harsher type because someone said that's better for your hair, and that didn't work either. So when I stop and think about it, I don't want these extremely harsh chemicals sitting on my scalp near my brain. Like, think about it, And like, I had a girlfriend who used to dye her hair blonde for many years, and the same thing started happening to her. She started having these allergic reactions, and they got worse and worse. And one time she ended up in the hospital, like almost dying. So for me, I was like, all right, let me just try natural hair. And I like my natural hair. Like it's actually like like sheep's wool, I've been the black sheep in my family, and now I feel like I was becoming the physical manifestation of the black sheep, and it felt so nice. It was like very springy and strong and curly and like a little bit oily and glossy, and I was like, this is gorgeous. Like, I just like touching it, I like looking at it. But the truth is, it looks a little bit, I don't know how to style it to make it look professional, you know? And I know that this is such a loaded term for, black haired women with African heritage and a significant amount of pigment in their skin. You gotta, I try to be careful when I use these terms. If you want to know why, check out my audiobook. I thought I was white because I did. That's the title of the audiobook. And I talk about a lot of my like racial experiences I've had in this life, okay? I've had a lot of them, but my interpretation of them was different than the majority of people, and I think it greatly affected my character so that I was able to grow and become stronger from these experiences. And you'd be surprised. People, they kind of start to respect you once they realize that their nonsense isn't going to have an effect on you, right? So I definitely recommend checking that out. And that's why I don't use terms like black women, okay? Because do we have red women? do we refer to Asian people as yellow women? How come we only have black and white? There's a reason. It's in the book. So I don't recommend calling yourself a black woman. I have black colored hair, naturally black colored hair of the curly persuasion. Oh, and yeah, by the way, I should make it clear that I am technically, I don't know if you'd call me biracial or multiracial. If you want to be more technical, I guess I'm East and West Indian. That's kind of like the easiest way to describe my heritage. So my mother's side of the family has like very thin, fine hair, but not like the bone straight kind. It's still kind of like my mother still kind of had like a straight, fine, loose curly afro sometimes. So like I don't know how to describe it. So that's kind of like the texture of my hair. And yeah, now you can kind of see this is probably a year and a half of growth, and this hair is, hasn't been washed for a week. And so I don't know, this is like such a rambling ass video, but you can see how my ends are like kind of thin and a little bit scraggly, but like you can see the density where you see, I love the feel of those cute little curls right at the scalp. I don't know if you can see it, but like, look, it's so strong, it's so beautiful, but like for day to day, it's really annoying because it will turn into a friggin' dreadlock after sleeping on it once. So what I realized I have to do, whether I'm wearing my hair natural or straight, is my hair needs to be managed before bedtime and not just throwing it into a bun. So what I do now is I put my hair into two, I divide it in two, and then I'll take one and I'll twist it. If I twist it a lot, and then secure the end and then put it up, I'll twist the other one and put it up. Then in the morning when I let it down, I have these nice kind of wavy curls. It looks really cute. Or I will put it into two big braids, and this is the look that I have today. You can see it's kind of falling out a bit, but if I wanted right now, I could grab my flat iron and put a more defined wave in there. This could be really cute if I just left a little bit out, styled it, and put in some clip-ons. That would be cute. Some clip-on extensions. I actually like wearing it in one braid or in two braids sometimes. But yeah, I want to grow it really long. Whoa, my God, it's below my breasts at this point, which I'm not going to show on screen because I don't like wearing clothes. I live in a hot country and I don't have air conditioning yet. I need to get air conditioning. No more going without air conditioning in Mexico in summertime. Like, to me, like paying for or using air conditioning is so sacrilegious because I'm from Canada. Like if you use air conditioning in Canada, you're just like such a bitch, like. So in my mind, it's this really, really, really strong correlation. But like in Mexico, I can't even function. There's like 2 months out of the year in Mexico where I'm like lying here like on my bed with like the fans blowing on me, like drinking coconut water with magnesium and salt and like trying to stay alive. It's like that bad. And then in the morning I'm like, oh, let me open the window to get some cold air in, and the temperature is exactly the same. Like, when do you ever open the window in the morning somewhere and there's literally no difference? Or at night, you know what I mean? So yeah, I like making these kind of like rambling ass videos with like very small amounts of editing. These are the kind of videos on YouTube that got me started many years ago. I started on YouTube like 12 years ago, but I used to watch people like Dan the Life Regenerator, and he just gets on video for an hour and he just rambles and he says the same shit over and over again. And same thing with like Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart. What does he do? He gets on a camera, He says like something kind of different every time, but it's like kind of the same thing over and over again. But like you watch it because it's like, you know, it's like giving you kind of what you want. You know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah. Oh, and when I first started being a straight hair natural, I haven't even brushed my hair. That's another thing. Like you kind of shouldn't really brush your hair too much. See, it looks a little bit undone right now. So I might, like if I was doing something going out or whatever, I might like bump it up with the flat iron. But generally, I would say that I do the big flat iron with, I use that Revlon blow dry brush. And then I use the Chi flat iron. I have had, oh my God, it's not a Chi. It's the other good quality one. I don't remember. I'm sorry. If it really matters to someone, let me know and I'll find out. But I do this like, like a week, every week and a half, I would say. And so it's really important. Like the thing that always kind of messed me up was like showering, because like I shower and take baths a lot. So what you really have to do is you have to like twist or braid your hair, or put it up. Then I put on like a cloth headband. Then I put on a cap, and I don't use a normal shower cap in the shower because that steams your hair, right? That's going to create humidity. So I actually wear a silk cap all the time. I'm just like not putting my head under the shower, which is like, it's not as satisfying. But I mean, we got to do what we got to do, right? So yeah. And then I also have a terry cloth like towel headband that I wear on top of that. So I wear three things on my head in the shower. And yeah, so that works quite well for me, which I'm really happy about. As for working out, that was something that also used to throw me off. But again, I keep my hair off my neck. So I like to put it in a swingy ponytail. And yeah, then after when I get home, I might just kind of blow dry the roots. Because the roots are natural, they can handle a lot more heat. So, and because the ends are like swinging free and not getting up close to me or getting the humidity or the sweat, it's usually fine. Yeah, I would say like that's pretty much it. My makeup today is I use this LA Girl matte foundation, and then a Beauty Creations orange color corrector, and then just like the NYX concealer with the brush on the end in the yellow color corrector, and I kind of mix and match everything like a painter. On my lips, everything, I have a NYX lip liner in a brown color. Y'all, your girl be lazy, okay? I am out here, I am trying, but like I just kind of, y'all, like we're going through an eclipse. We're living through World War III. So much is going on, you know? Like, do we really care about the actual shade of like the lipstick? Like, just put something the fuck on. Do you know what I mean? I'm always gonna love makeup. I'm always gonna love skincare and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, there's like way more exciting things going on. But I don't want to talk only about those. Do you know what I mean? But let me tell you the color of this. So this is Lip Tensity, and the color is Dough. It's too, like, look, if I wore this by itself, I would look like a clown. So I wear the darker lip liner, this, and then like whatever gloss I want to put on top. And that's pretty much it. You know, I don't wear eye makeup. Yeah, maybe a bit of mascara. And honestly, any kind of mascara would do. I don't have like a holy grail mascara really. There's been like many I've tried over the years, drugstore and high end, that I have enjoyed. I mean, realistically, if I had all the money in the world, would I use drugstore products? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I would probably use like Chanel, you know, and MAC. I don't like MAC. There you go. I don't like MAC mascaras. I like Clinique. I like Lancome. I like L'Oreal. Actually, yeah, I am picky. And I prefer L'Oreal over Maybelline. Yeah, mascaras. So if I get a drugstore mascara, it's probably going to be L'Oreal. Yeah. And I like the blackest black color. I feel like it does make a difference. It's different than black. You know what I mean? So, did you make it to the end of this video? Like, you're awesome. And if you did, and I also want you to know that I believe in you. I know it sounds like so lame, but I don't know, people who kind of like connect with me, I feel like you see some kind of potential in me that you find intriguing. And I think when we see potential in other people, it's secretly the potential that we see in ourselves but can't recognize. Like that's what I always did to like my boyfriends and stuff like that. And I was like, you could like I always saw potential in them. And like in that case, it was kind of a lie. You know what I mean? Like I was like projecting my feeling of my own potential on them. So I believe in you. Yeah. And I just wanted to tell you that. I know it's like weird. And I hope that whatever dream you have in your heart, you have the courage to take a little step towards it within the coming days. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.